All right, we purposely started with the hardest piece because we know all balls is our weakest link at this point. But let's have some fun with Laetatus Sum. I'm really excited what he does with this piece. This is one of my favorites. I don't know why, but this one, when I heard it, I was like, this is a doable piece for a group. And you guys have handled it really well. Now, there's a couple of notes. There was a Latin word that we have all this time said mihi, but it's actually Miki.
Mickey.
Miki.
Miki.
Miki, not Mickey.
So instead of saying Miki, we've got to say Miki, okay? So those of you that weren't here yesterday when we did this, my track and baseball people, it's Miki, not Mihi, okay? So let's work through that. Try to do your best on that. You may forget a few times, but that's okay.
Let me interrupt you, since you're them for just a second.
Yeah.
Now you get to have fun because you can go, Laetatus Sum, I can turn this loose. Okay? Yes? But don't strip a gear doing it.
Yes.
All the Sopranos.
You need to open up a little more. You have
Here's
to
the
play.
real talent in the room.
Yes.
When he's playing that, oh my goodness.
I was it's good.
Ready? Now, just like we're going to do for contests, remember I'm going to kind of give you a little bit of the tempo so y'all can feel what it's going to feel like, okay? And then I'm going to turn to our accompanist, and when he sees it, he's going to start, and you literally have 1.5 beat, and you come in. So we can't have this ta-to sum, because that's what you always want to do. Make sure it's ta. I want to hear it all. So y'all already be breathing in. When I point at him, it's time to go. Ready? You can't do that to me, Mike. That's the way it is.
My first high school choir. We were singing a concert and had all the junior highs that fed into it coming there, so we had lots of people and whatever. And we had this big piece for the end, and I went, and nothing. They all breathed with me.
Do you remember that time?
Nothing.
So when you turn towards me,
It happened to be on my birthday,
Well, I'm gonna do
and they went, Mr. Unger, you look like you could use some Gatorade.
When I turn to you, it's going to be, I may give you one, and then you go. Okay? All right, here we go. Let's go. Ready? Here's the rhythm. Ready? Here we go.
Laetatus Sum, Laetatus Sum, inis, Laetatus ut vidi, et domum Domini. Inis, Laetatus Sum, Laetatus Sum, fiat nos, in virtute tua, in virtute tua, et abundantia risoribus tuis, fiat pax in virtute tua, fiat pax in virtute tua, et abundantia
Yeah, we can turn it up a little bit.
And two,
No,
when we sing Dancia, are you wanting like a little red?
Leave it alone? Turn it
they'll
back
be
up.
all right. They'll be, trust me, we're gonna do something to take care of it.
You do it. Instead of, when we sing Dancia, are you wanting a lift or like a little red?
Dancia.
Oh yeah, Dancia.
Like, he'll talk to you about that. He's actually gonna talk to you about that.
Yeah, we've been talking,
Yeah.
being, what can I do, what can I not do? Here we go. Okay. Now, again, if you've probably figured out by now, I really want you to understand what you're singing. Okay? Because you'll do a better job musically. Okay. This is Psalm 122. 1 and 7. Okay? The Psalms of David. What was going on there? The Jewish people Jerusalem had been conquered by the Babylonians. They were taken to Babylon. They were slaves for years. Worked in servitude. Not allowed to worship their faith. They are coming to the gates in Jerusalem. That's the walls. That's the ramparts. Okay? Got it? That's why they are so happy. That's why he says, I was glad when they said to me, these are the people, they said to me, let us go into the house of the Lord. Okay? And abundancia is abundance. It says, may there be abundance, may there be peace, pax is your peace, abundance, power, all of this stuff within your city, within your life. Okay? That's what you're singing about. Now, when you start, this is where I want you to mark things with your pencils a lot. Okay? On 1, 2, measure 3. When you get to Enis, piano. Okay? That's the dynamic. Okay, and then we're going to talk about when we get bigger and softer and so forth. Top of 4. Again, when you're at Enis, that's piano. The second one is mezzo piano. Laetatus Sum. Laetatus Sum is a full voice. Then you immediately drop to piano again. And it's legato, legato, legato. Let there be peace. In virtute tua, then the first time that it sails is the soprano's floating that high F. And that's got to be one of those. Got to be effortless. It sounds like it. Okay? But as soon as they come off of that, everybody decrescendo from the second beat of 14 through the first 2 beats of 15. Then, when you say et abundancia, and that you have abundance, that is full, but it is not heavy. These people are, what emotion are they feeling? Rejoicing, happy. So, and he wrote, that's a dance, if I ever heard one. So it means et abundancia. And I heard some of you closing the N before. Just as she told you on a piece, a word on the other piece, the N goes with the TS sound. Et abundancia. Does that make sense? Say that with me. Ready? And go. Et abundancia. That make sense? And you are going to sing, it says forte. You have to make a difference between the two of them. Okay? So we have to decide how you're going to do that. The piano, top of 6. Make sure you're soft. Then you have full in virtute tua. Piano again. Forte. Then et abundancia, start that about a mezzo forte. Medium sound going back up. And then you decrescendo at measure 26. Okay? When you get down to the bottom at measure 28, Laetatus Sum is piano and legato. Everybody knows what piano and legato are. Yes, no? Very smoothly connected. Laetatus Sum, Inis, top of page 8, pianissimo. Because you have got so much to build at the end of this piece. Inis, should be mezzo piano. Then you get to turn loose. Laetatus Sum. The next one has to be different. So it should be softer. Okay? Inis, Laetatus Sum, Laetatus Sum, Inis. Does it make sense? You got down soft so that the top of 9 you start soft. You have the legato in domum domini, in house Lord. Now house the Lord. Ibimus is we go. All right. We had a problem with the pitches at measure 41. We'll get to that. Top of 10, 43 is mezzo forte, so that you can turn loose. Laetatus Sum, piano. Starting with Inis again. Bottom of the page, mezzo forte, legato. When you get to Laetatus Sum, full voice again. Then fiat, every time it comes down that same way. Page 12, measure 56. That needs to be turibus, then piano. Okay, the rest of it you are already doing. You need to be legato, bottom of page 14, at measure 71. And by that time, you were into it, and you never got softer. Okay? And I love you being into it. Don't back off. But that needs to be soft so you have somewhere to go. Okay? And then you do the rest of it the way you've been doing it. And we're good. Now there's a piano. I marked a piano top of page 16 in East again. But that's what you've been doing before. Does that make sense?
Sir?
The whole point of that is if you don't get soft, all you can do is get louder and louder and scream, and then it's not a good sound. Does it make sense?
Yes.
Now, I will tell you the same thing I told them the other day when I had about 5 minutes the other day. If most of the choirs I've heard do this have got 65 to 100 voice choirs. So if this is loud, can you make that many decibels with this number of people?
No.
No. If you try, you're hurt. They can only get this soft and keep a ring in their voice. You can only get this loud, but you can get soft. So the whole point is you don't compete in decibels. You just take all of those differences and move them down here. Does that make sense? Okay. Otherwise, we'll wind up screaming.